Hello people, we are climbing Round Bald. When I say we, I mean me and this lady. How beautiful. We are climbing a Round Bald. We're in the Roan Highlands in Tennessee and North Carolina. And we're out for a leisurely 3-day stroll. Came from the parking lot down yonder there. And yeah, like I said, right now we are ascending Round Bald. Came here many years ago. Never did any video or anything of it. So I'm doing it this time. Hey. Thank you. Yeah, anyway, it's just a few miles each day, easy hiking, lots of camping. And it looks like the weather's going to be beautiful. So anyway, up this mountain we go. This sign over here. Come on over here, lady.
Sit down and you can look back on Round Bald and Roan Highlands.
Grassy ridge up there where we're staying the night tonight. Jane Bald over there, you kind of see that bald rock patch up there. Very, very beautiful, 360 degrees. Of course there's Roan Mountain right there, Roan High Knob. I named my son after. Unfortunately, the smoke from the forest fires in Canada have got the views dulled down a little bit, but it's still very beautiful. Don't you think, sweetheart? You want to make a video, but I don't think I really want to. I wish I'd have done a video the first time I was here.
But you didn't, and now you're here again.
This is true.
So,
Haven't been keeping up on it enough. I didn't take any videos down where we were relaxing in our chairs, and didn't take any up there at the top of Jane Bald. Right there. But I'm taking one right now, so there's that. Some alder. I just learned that. I had to Google it. Consulted the Google wizard.
Are those yellow leaves or yellow flowers?
Those are yellow flowers. That's flame azalea.
Oh, fancy. Like, hey. No?
No.
Oh.
Not that kind.
There's that
Yeah.
poisonous stuff that usually grows by the water.
I wonder if that's the same stuff that Michael Breuer, shout out to Michael Breuer if you're watching this. I don't know if that's a more mature version of the false hellebore, or if we determined that was called something else.
No, that's something else.
Something else.
Horse related, I think.
Oh.
Mane or tail or something like that.
I'll take your word for it. Yep, we're going up there. You can see the trail.
It's beauteous.
And we take a side trail up there. And that's where we're camping. Like I said, short mile days. We're just really taking it easy. Relaxing and enjoying this one. We just took quite a long break sitting in our camp chairs.
Fancy camp chairs.
Back a couple tenths of a mile ago. Snacked a little bit, drank a beer, and kind of enjoyed the view. Yeah, we brought chairs on this hike. We brought chairs. Chairs. No ultralight on this one, guys.
Chair doesn't even weigh a pound.
It's an ultralight chair, but still carrying a chair in and of itself is not necessarily ultralight. Anyway, enough politics. All right, we are approaching the junction with the Blue Blaze side trail up to the top of Grassy Ridge Ball up there, which is our destination. And here's your sign for those old enough to remember that reference. Yep, up there is where we're headed. I think this is 0.6, just over half a mile side trail up yonder. It's definitely peak rhododendron season up here
These pink.
in Roan Highlands. Been seeing a bunch of them. I think the rhododendron festival down in town is next weekend from what they were saying. Lots of beautiful flowers out.
Is that tunnel you were talking about?
Yes. This is definitely the tunnel I was talking about.
I don't have to duck. Uh-huh.
I came through here with my buddy Steve a few years ago. I remember this was even tighter. We had to duck our heads down. But anyway, we're still heading up the side trail up to the top of Grassy Ridge. Nope, I have my camera tilted sideways. Darling, right over there. This first ball right there is Little Hump Mountain, and that one right there is Hump Mountain. That's where I want to camp tomorrow night.
So that one's the Quickie Mountain, and that one's the regular one?
Yeah, you get a little hump, then you get a big hump.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you understand. Beautiful. Almost to the top. This goes for you people in dolly sods too, like to cut everything down.
Indeed. I want to see a flying squirrel.
The only time I've seen one was at the old home place. Alright, sweetheart, you want to find a place to park it? We got a visitor.
Hey, little buddy.
Let's see, guys. You guys got any crumbs?
Not yet, dude.
We're at camp. Look at this. Tent set up. Got the chairs. But the accommodations. Good grief. This might not, if this ain't the prettiest spot I've ever camped, it's right up there with them. Got a fire pit. We've already managed to find a bunch of dead rhododendron branches, along with a little bit of wood that's already here. We are just down from the summit on the back side of Grassy Ridge here. Looking across over at Mount Mitchell and everything's back there in the smoke, in the haze. Right there's Big Bald and Little Bald. Got this pretty rocky peak in front of us here. I'm not sure what that one is. Still a part of Grassy Ridge, I guess. But yeah, what a great fucking campsite. There's some other people camped higher up the ridge there.
Let's see ahead.
Yeah. But we are down here all by our lonesome. We might even be able to run around naked a little bit.
I just saw a hat bobbing up over there.
Yep. Ta-da. Coming back down here to the AT. I'm actually just reaching the AT right now to get some water. Obviously up at 6,200 feet up on a bald ridge, there's really no water up there. So we're gonna stock up on some water for camp by me coming down here to the AT intersection, and there's a spring, I think 1/10 of a mile just north of this intersection here. So I brought an empty backpack and some empty bottles, and I'm gonna fill everything up, and when I get back to camp we should have about 5 liters of water, which should be plenty to get us through the night. We do like to be able to douse our fires out when we have them, so we like to carry a little bit of extra water up to camp. But anyway, yeah, I already see water in the trail, so I don't think a dry spring is going to be an issue. And here we come back to camp. Got a armload of some a little bit thicker firewood than what we have down here. Carried this up from the spring. There's a bunch of it laying around. There ain't much up here, so hauled it up here. And there's my beautiful lady resting out on that rock. What a beautiful sight to see. Yeah, how's that?
The 2 men, you probably found on the way back.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple guys said something about me having the spot.
Yeah.
Well, you snooze, you lose,
They
bub.
took pictures of the tent and everything.
Oh, yeah?
That's a nice tent. You see your tent in the magazine. Don't be mad at me. Because he sends stuff to a magazine, apparently.
Right on. Alright, back at camp. It wasn't too bad. Sitting in our chairs watching a smoky sunset.
It's almost gone.
Yep. Sun's disappearing behind the kind of settled layer of smoke.
Could be a mountain we can't see.
It's possible.
Could use Peak Finder.
Once we get moving, it's like cold and hot.
I feel like if I don't hurt myself, I'm doing something wrong.
You shouldn't feel that way.
Well,
Oh, I slipped too. Look at me. Okay, let's get this fire ripping. Alright, it is bedtime here at camp. I'm tripping over rocks. I can't see. Had a fire going. It's kind of piddled out now. We sat around, enjoyed the fire after sunset. And now it's time to hit the hay. We had a long day. And a long night last night too, getting down this way. So yeah, it was like, I don't know, 3 miles today or something like that. Got off the shuttle at almost 1 o'clock. Came up here. Took our time. Really enjoyed ourselves. Glad to be here. The pack definitely feels lighter. Approximately 4 beers lighter. Alright, so we have broke up camp and we are heading out. We're still on top of Grassy Ridge Bald here, but heading back to the AT to go north. Oh man, it was a beautiful, beautiful place to sleep. Slept pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't think Sarah slept as good as I did. But yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. Just now getting our feet on the trail. Took our time breaking up camp this morning. Watched the sunrise and then went back to sleep for a couple hours. Yeah, I think we're going to try to do about 7 miles today over to Hump Mountain and hopefully camp with another amazing view tonight. Alright, we are back on the AT, cruising along. Past the spring not too long ago that I got water at last night. Starting to get a little more wooded, a little more closed in than the hike has been so far, but I know it gets back out in the open again before too long. An amazing morning. It's perfect. Got this little cave here. I don't think I remember seeing this when I came through here before. They must have just put it here. Whoever Sawyer is.
And
fuck you, man.
And this F-tard and that F-tard.
Ugh. A cool spot to camp. Sorta. It's on a little bit of a slope.
Moist in there.
Moist.
There's definitely been a fire here.
Yep.
You know what happened? This rock right here fell out of there.
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
Is that your hypothesis?
For sure.
You know, science. Well, that's where we camped last night. Up yonder there. We've come down quite a bit. We are making our way toward the Over Mountain Shelter, or the barn as a lot of people refer to it. We'll take a little lunch break there before we carry on. Man, what perfect weather. Awesome view looking out of the hollow. Hey. Yeah, what an awesome spot. I think we're gonna go over here and sit on the porch of the barn and have a little lunch. This little bit of trail when you first leave the over mountain shelter back on the AT is, the cameras never show these, but man, this is a straight up the hillside pitch. North Carolina is famous for these. They don't do a lot of switchbacks, but man, beauty makes it worth it. Right to the top of Little Hump Mountain. Beautiful. Other than this little patch of trees, it's almost a 360 view. There's Big Hump Mountain ahead of us. That's where we're staying tonight. Alright, we are coming down into Bradley Gap. Looking ahead at Big Hump. We gotta climb that. It's a good one. I can remember that it has a couple few false summits where you think you're about at the top, but then it says, psych, no, not this time.
This is why I don't listen to him when he says, we're almost there.
Well, we're always closer than we were, right?
Look.
Yeah, this is such a beautiful section of trail. Big, wide open spaces.
Stop.
Into the great wide open.
No.
Don't stifle me. Alright.
Take a lot of work to get to.
Top of Hump Mountain. Down. Down yonder.
That way?
Yes. Alright, so we're leaving the summit of Hump Mountain. I was hoping to camp up here, but there's already like 5 tents up there. So scratch that. We're coming down Houston Ridge, which I think is the most beautiful section of trail I've ever seen. See, it just kind of goes on down the grassy ridge line for quite a long way. We're hoping we'll find a decent tent site somewhere along this beautiful ridge here.
Hush.
Never.
You gonna go introduce yourself to that person up there on the rock?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say, hi, I'm Hillbilly. Better recognize. That ought to win him over, right? Alright, so we have found a place to camp. Still here on Houston Ridge. Basically at the bottom of Houston Ridge. The woods are just right down yonder there. But man, this place, this campsite I think is even better than the one we had last night. I'm sitting in my chair, drinking the beer that I left for myself for today. The tent behind us. A beautiful lady up there making some dinner. But man, this might be the best campsite I've ever had. I'll show you around. Hump Mountain up there. This is Houston Ridge that we walked down to get to this point. I saw this little rock outcropping in the distance and I told Sarah it was speaking to me.
You said, I got a feeling.
That's what I said. And I was right. There was a nice little spot here. The grass was nice and thin. It wasn't a foot deep, so we could pitch a tent. A little fire ring over there. I did grab some wood just right down the hill there where you can see the tree line. Grabbed a little armful of wood and drug it up here. But yeah, this is fucking camp for the night. This is amazing. It's Grandfather Mountain right there in front of us. We are positioned perfectly to catch the sunrise in the morning. I think the sunset for us will go behind Hump Mountain there. But I think we were more concerned with catching the sunrise in the morning, which will be right in front of us right here. Won't even have to get out of our tent. But yeah, relaxing, like I said, taking a load off.
Dinner.
Cooling off, getting my heart rate down. Glad to be here. What an amazing spot. Yep, getting ready to make some dinner too. But fuck yeah. Alright, time to eat some delicious trail-bound shrimp and grits for dinner. I'm over here to the dining room. Oh yeah. Got the trail-bound. Shrimp and grits, baby. One of their best. Just propped up on these rocks right next to the fire. Wind is blowing the embers away from me, so it's kind of perfect right here. Man, what a beautiful campsite. I've probably said that a few dozen times already. getting settled in, or not settled in, but getting packed up.
Unsettled in.
Yeah, getting unsettled in. Here on top of Houston Ridge. Caught a beautiful sunset this, goddamn, I can't talk. A beautiful sunrise this morning over there. Didn't even have to get out of our tent.
He just woke up.
Yeah. But anyway, we're packing up. We got to get out of here. We've only got a little less than 5 miles left in the day, or left in the hike. It's all downhill. But we're trying to beat the storms that are supposed to be coming in today, this afternoon. It looks like there might be some severe thunderstorms, but I think we'll be out of here doing it, especially if I get off here and put yapping and start actually doing stuff. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful spot to sleep. The wind was whipping all night long. Definitely kept this tent whipping and shaking all night, but I slept pretty good anyway. Alright, let's load up some shit and come on down off this mountain. So you're looking at the positive side of things. I fell, but I landed on my butt, not my face, so.
See? Gotta put the positive spin on
So
it.
it was a win. Could have been worse.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially because I was going downhill. Oh, wow.
Yep, here's Doll Flats. Camping is, I believe the water's over here to the left, but this is where northbound the trail leaves North Carolina entirely and stays in Tennessee.
Bye-bye, North Carolina.
It bounces back and forth for a couple 100 miles up to this point. Yep. Hello, Tennessee. Oh, that was Little Devil Stairs, wasn't it?
I think so. Sounds familiar.
That kind of a canyon where we walked up the waterfalls.
And all this stuff was on both sides.
It's a big old rock.
There's a few of those out here, 2 rocks. Just one.
Who'd think you come to the mountains to see rocks?
Dang.
Unreal.
We got rocks under the porch.
True.
I'm saying.
I like these rocks better. Alright, here we are. End of the line. 19 East. Just a 10th or 2 up the road from Mountain Harbor. So our hike is over. We're done. Yay! And it's just starting to sprinkle rain too, so it's good timing. So we're gonna get down here to to Mountain Harbor. Get the Subaru. Probably grab a beer and a burger before we head back to Virginia. Thanks for tuning in, folks. It was a great one. We'll see you on the next one. Just beat the rain. Cheers, darling.